Good morning, YouTube. There's Neelix, all slim and lost her baby weight, I suppose, whatever you're supposed to do. The udders are still, well, they're shrinking.
She did not like that. And I don't think they're called udders.
Okay.
Little kitty
The kittens are growing and eating food, and they're about to be sent off to their new homes. But
yes.
Speaking of new things,
yes.
Consumer Reports just put out a list of all of the new cars on the horizon. There's a lot coming out here in the fall for the 2025 model year. Well, I'm grouchy old man still with the kidney stone, and
I think this is really cool. I love when brands put out something new, something different, not just an update, right?
Let's see if there's anything that can get me excited. So this is alphabetical order. So we start with Audi, the A6 e-tron.
Okay. No, nothing for you. Not exciting.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that they're continuing with a mid-size sedan, but I guess they're going to make an electric version of it, 422 horsepower, or the S6 version, 496 or 543 horsepower, 800-volt architecture, 82,000 to 108,000 estimated.
That's a lot. That is going to hit that depreciation wave and come down.
So far, not so good. Next, BMW X3.
I just keep thinking about those buck teeth in the front grill that you're talking about.
Hideous.
Now, anytime I see one, all I think about is a beaver. BMW beaver right here.
You're paying $50,000 for something with a 2-liter turbocharged engine. This is the base price. $64,000. The high one, they have the 3-liter turbocharged inline 6 still, which is nice that they're still making that. But yeah, imagine like $50,000 for a base X3 with a, like a 4-cylinder. It's just Buick Enclave.
Ooh.
Now this actually looks pretty good to me.
That looks fantastic. Buick coming back in the fold.
And then they have but they're getting rid of their 3.6-liter V6. There's always been some kind of transverse mounted V6 in Buicks, and now it is a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with an 8-speed automatic. So that is changing. Price reasonable, $45,000 to $65,000. Looks pretty darn good though, I would say. But
it's not a hybrid.
Yeah, Buick's getting away from big, comfy luxury boats and transverse V6s and getting into the modern era, I suppose.
It does look very modern.
Okay, finally one that I'm excited about. Cadillac Escalade IQ.
Whoa.
An electric 750 horsepower Escalade.
That's gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Do we get to see one when they come out?
I hope so. Yeah, 24-inch wheels.
Are there spinners on it?
And then with the 800-volt architecture, it can do 100 miles of range and charge in 10 minutes. So that's going to be a big deal. Where we're getting into fast charging. The price though, $130,000 to $175,000.
Totally worth it.
That's a lot of money.
This is going to be gorgeous.
The Equinox is refreshed as well, probably on the same platform as the Buick. 1.5 turbocharged engine, $26,600. So a good, cheap little crossover.
It kind of looks like a blazer, like a squished blazer.
Yeah. And then there's the Equinox EV. I'm just trying to find something to get excited about. But I mean, these are normal commuter cars for people now because, back in the day it would have been Chevy Corsicas and Luminas and Malibus, and now
these are much more expensive.
Well, yeah, $34,000 for an electric car is pretty reasonable in the EV world. This one, 290 horsepower, 280 miles of range, so okay numbers. I don't think it'll be anything that'll even touch Tesla and their Model Y, Model 3. The Silverado EV, we're actually starting to see some hit showrooms. 664 horsepower, 10,000 pounds of range, 400-mile driving range, which is huge.
That's going to be a big deal. And that's what these big blue-collar truck guys are like, there's no range. You got to plug it in. Here's your range. There you go.
And they're going to have a base price like a work truck version, supposedly, that's under $40,000. We'll see if that actually happens, but $39,000 for a full-size electric truck, base price. Pretty impressive. Chevy Traverse. Chevy's really, really busy, obviously. New Traverse, which is the bigger SUV, tow capacity 5,000 pounds, turbocharged 4-cylinder again, $37,000 base price. Looks like every other SUV on the road. I mean, they look fine, but that looks like a Lexus to me. It looks like from the rear. Dodge Charger. This is the one. This is the one where I'm being an old man. I didn't even know that they were going to make a gasoline version of it. I thought it was just going to be the electric one.
This is not electric?
So there's both. There is the electric version And then there is the twin turbocharged inline six ones that they will make as well.
Wow.
So yeah, so you get the Hurricane engine, or you get electric ones. And yeah, the base price $59,595. $40,000 for the gas version is the base. So you don't get the gas version until mid 2025, but starting, I guess, this year they'll start taking deliveries of the electric Charger.
I'm surprised and happy that they're actually doing gas, because that's not the trend at all.
So of course, since Chevy's doing it, GMC, since it's part of the same company, the same thing with the Acadia, refreshed, a little bit more expensive because the GMCs are fancier. 328 horsepower four-cylinder. How can the same four-cylinder have so many different horsepower ratings? They're just like, well, just dial up a little bit here, a little over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Acadia, the Honda Civic Hybrid is refreshed.
Wow.
And it has a weird face.
I don't like it.
It has like a caveman brow.
It's so bad. It's really, really bad. It just looks like someone like pulled it out a little bit and didn't shape it correctly.
Yeah, $27,000 to $32,000. I do think people will buy that just because of the price, and then 50 miles per gallon. Great vehicle. Long overdue here. The Infiniti QX80 is getting a refresh, and they're just starting to hit showrooms.
That's fancy.
But I love the old V8 versions of them. I had one, rode great, very comfortable. No longer. Now it's a 3.5 turbocharged V6, of course. 9-speed automatic transmission. Base price $82,000, all the way up to $110,000. That's a lot.
I'm surprised, because I feel like these have always been very expensive, and now with inflation, everything going up, I thought they'd start at a higher price point. These are like a house. You could live inside of these.
Those are expensive. Yeah, 450 horsepower though. Yeah, I'm sure they really need to do this refresh really bad. So hopefully,
it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, the Infiniti dealer actually reached out to me and said that they're getting a few in that we could do a video on. So that's something coming up. Kia K4.
Okay.
2-liter four-cylinder. Go figure how many 2-liter four-cylinders are out there right now. 147 horsepower, starting at $21,990, going up to $28,000.
Great
doesn't
price.
look bad. It's got kind of cool, kind of Lamborghini-ish headlights to it, I guess. I don't know.
You just
Audi-ish?
said that about a Kia.
I know. That's the thing. From a distance, I can't tell what any of these cars are. And I get closer to them, I can't even tell what these cars are. And I used to be the car guy that knew everything about cars, and now I'm...
Well, you still do. It's just there's a little niche. Well, a large niche.
Anything made in the last 5-10 years, I'm just like, whatever. So, the Lucid Gravity.
Okay, so
long overdue with Lucid.
Because Lucid was having some troubles, so they're still going strong.
They needed to make an SUV, obviously, because that's what people want. And the Lucid Gravity looks like an SUV version of their car. Long range, 440 miles, priced just below 80,000 miles, or $80,000, 0 to 60, 3.5 seconds. And it has 900 volt design with the battery, so 200 miles of charge in 15 minutes at a high-speed public DC charger.
I hope this breathes new life into Lucid and really gets them going back on the map, because this will be really cool.
Yeah, the fast charging is a big deal. Mazda has the CX-50 Hybrid. Oh boy. Does it have a 2-liter four-cylinder as the base? Probably, but it's a hybrid powertrain from actually Toyota RAV4. So 38 miles per gallon combined. Not bad. $33,970 base price too. So the Mini Aceman is new.
What is that?
It's an all-electric crossover, April. What's else is new here?
It kind of looks like Jake's i3.
A little bit. 252 miles of range. And it's taller. It's like a, I don't know, kind of like a Countryman, I guess. Would be.
Right.
So, but their goal is to be fully electric by 2030. So the base price on this one, $38,000 to $58,000. That is the estimate.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's great.
The Nissan Kicks is all new and actually looks pretty cool.
Ooh.
So larger, more powerful than the previous one. 2-liter four-cylinder engine with 141 horsepower. Is it base price $21,800 to $27,680?
That's a great price.
Absolutely.
This is fantastic.
And they do look pretty cool, like that grille, that front end treatment. It looks like a luxury car.
I mean,
so,
just
I can't
the
tell
name alone, Kicks. I could imagine like people, like 20 people in a boardroom trying to come up with that name. That's fantastic.
Right. So the Ram pickup has finally been redesigned. And the Hemi V8 is gone, so now it is only that turbocharged inline 6, 540 horsepower though. The cool part is going to be the Ram Charger, which is like a semi-electric. So it's electric at principle, but then it has a motor as sort of a generator, sort of like a train, like a freight train, basically principle in engineering. And it'll be a monster.
Every guy just started drooling when you called it a freight train.
Yes.
I need to get my hands on one of those freight train Rams.
So the price base $40,000 all the way up to $87,000. So pricing sort of the same for the new Ram as the old Ram.
They did like a refresh on the body design. Like,
it's completely all new.
It looks older to me. Like it's from 2015.
Yeah, they didn't do anything bold or crazy there in the refresh. No. 2025 Subaru Forester. Guess what's under the hood?
Is it a four-cylinder?
No, I think they still have the boxer engines, I think, which is interesting. Maybe they don't on the Forester. It doesn't say anything about it in Consumer Reports, but yeah, base price $29,695, $41,000 for the top tier one. But yeah, Forester.
Solid car to go.
They all look the same.
Camping in.
The 4Runner, big brawny brute refresh there.
That looks tough. That looks like an off-road vehicle right there.
2.4 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, 278 to 326 horsepower, 40 grand base price up to $65,000.
That's a great price.
And yes, the rear window on the liftgate still rolls down, which is pretty much required for the 4Runner. So they kept that going. Yeah, we'll see. The Toyota Crown Sigma. The Crown's sort of like their fancy hybrid or whatever. This is sort of the SUV version of it. Base price $43,000 to $47,990. 2.5 hybrid 4-cylinder engine, 243 horsepower. See, I'm like, are you guys asleep yet? Like, okay, the Toyota Land Cruiser coming out, pretty cool.
That's fun. That'll be neat to see.
$55,000 base price, but it's really cool that the Land Cruiser is back in sort of the old school retro styling. And yeah, they're doing some first editions and some retro editions. Volkswagen trying some new stuff. The ID7 is sort of a Tesla-looking car.
Definitely looks like a Tesla.
And 282 horsepower electric motor, $45,000 base price. I don't think that's going to get anybody away from Tesla. But what will get people away from Tesla, the ID Buzz, which I have a deposit on.
Wait, that's the name that they're going with?
That's the ID Buzz. Yep, the van is back as an electric one. Yeah, all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, $45,000 base price, all the way up to $60,000, and look how cool it looks.
It's really cool. I'm excited about that.
There is one, and they said in the next month or two it could be here, and yeah, I guess there's one for me to get excited about.
Wait, you're going to get it?
Yeah, I'm going to get it.
Like
if I survive this kidney stone.
This actual car? Like you're getting an electric Volkswagen bus?
I think so, yes. Yeah, seriously? Most definitely.
How?
Well, I called the dealer and said, hey, I'd like one. I put down a $1,000 deposit. They're selling it to me for MSRP, and we'll see how it is. Hopefully, it doesn't have the massive depreciation like a lot of electric cars. I don't think it'll go for way over for very long like the Cybertruck did, but it'll be fun to experience it for a little while. If I love it, I'll keep it. If not, it can move along.
Can we do like the Safari window conversion on the top, like the 23 window bus?
That would probably depreciate it quite a bit.
No way!
Right.
I can take care of this. I got this.
So yeah, something exciting, I suppose. Thank you so much for watching. Fuck you, kidney stone.